Right, so re-intro?
Yeah, we'll do an intro. You ready for this?
Yeah, and then you can ask me again and we'll start again.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll roll a combo office.
You want to put that down?
Yes.
You just play that.
No, yeah, act like you're into it.
Yeah.
While he's doing the intro, don't even respond.
Yeah, like you're... Hey, I'm Xander Davis, and I'm joined with Sam Elder and Sarah Jones. I'm really excited for the Sony 3D Visor.
All the 3D devices we have currently, especially ones like this, have a lot of limitations. You have to hold it, for a portable device, at a perfect viewing angle the whole time. Portable device, usually you're not in the best position when you're using it. That's the point of its portability. And if I have to now hold this,
I just experienced what you're talking about. It made my eyes hurt. It's doing it again. Oh, I'm done. It makes my eyes cross.
And so I guess the reason why it works in the theater is because you're kind of locked. You know, it's so massive.
Locked into it.
Right.
You go watch a movie like Inception in the theater, that sort of suspension of disbelief in our ability to project ourselves into that screen. If you put that in a VR headset, the dots are going to connect. You know that the Virtual Boy was far away, red lines, it was 2.5D and badly designed games. 20 years later, we can have 720p in 3D and your eyes are locked in perspective, and it's 3D surround sound.
So you can enter your own world.
You can enter your own world. Yeah.
It's Avatar.
It's a virtual reality.
Yeah.
Well, and you just have to remember that some people can't handle 3D. His sister threw up when she went to go see Avatar.
With the 3D Visor, spend like 3 hours racing in Wipeout HD Fury in 3D with that visor on, and then I take off the helmet and I don't throw up. Sony has failed. I want to throw up after that. I want to be strapped into an anti-gravity racer, and I want to feel that, and I think that's the whole promise of a VR headset.
It's more like you're wearing a TV that's right on your head.
But if it's all of your vision, I think it would
Whoa, this is awesome, guys!
Then, yeah, you're going to want to turn your head and look over there, because it's going to be more realistic, and the more realistic it is, the harder it's going to be to control it with your hands.
The thing they could do is they put gyroscopes into the helmet, so if you turn, it'll turn.
Right, but what I'm saying is when I turn my head in game, I'm looking over here to shoot at that guy and I want to move that way. Now I push forward on the stick. My camera's now oriented forward going this way, and my head is off kilter. Yeah. So you'd end up wrapping yourself around on the couch in positions that are impossible. Because if I look behind me, now I can't move backwards really without resetting my head.
Issues.
But if you're in a game like a car game, flying game, space sim, something where the camera's locked into that idea of a cockpit, and you're controlling the ship, so your head is free on a gimbal, so it's not it doesn't affect movement, but you can look out the window. You're in a World War II fighter, look out. That's incredible.
Basically, it's going to have to be for a certain type of game. Otherwise, you're going to run into all these different control issues.
Unless it doesn't matter if you want to play like Killzone 3 or something, and you don't care that it's not tracking your head and you can just look around.
Then it would be fine. It would still work.
If this really works, if the sales perform in Japan and then they release it in Europe and America and the sales perform, what I think Sony is doing is this is all a beta test for a PlayStation branded VR headset. It'll work with Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, 720. They'll get their brand involved in everything, even PC. And they could change how we play games.
Well, I think it's just able to get more lost in whatever form of entertainment you're looking at. A movie or anything, you're just completely encapsulated in your bubble.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is a profound effect.
This isn't going to be the PlayStation 4, but I think Sony would probably brand it PlayStation and really drive it with all of the marketing and all of that sort of PlayStation connections that they've got in the industry to really popularize the VR headset. You might not want to play it with every game. Not every gamer's going to want it, but that's why it's going to be this standalone accessory that's more like an enhancement. Growing up from the NES era or the Atari era onward, we're very used to this idea of a singular track of this is the way we play games. And I think now we're in this era where everything is just whatever you want, play how you want.
We're stuck in that box of thinking there's only this way we can interact with technology and computers.
Yeah.
As the technology and computers grow, we can interact with them in any way we can imagine.
Yeah.
And that will change gaming.
All right, so what do you guys think? Like, are you really excited about the Sony VR headset? Are you excited about auto stereoscopic 3D televisions? How do you like games that are in 3D now? Are you currently playing them that way? All sorts of questions. We want to hear your thoughts. Please post them in the comments. Post a video response. Let's really get this going.
But as I keep looking at the 3DS, the way we make our games once we're able to do that. The first thing.
Yeah, it really is giving me a headache.
He's the only one who gets a beer.
Yeah.
I'm the cameraman.
Until we're done. I mean, we're talking about getting your